introduced to us meant eliminating, evaporating, just like a reduction sauce, all the distractions, the stress, anything that prevents us from being focused on what's more important in our lives. Mike, pan the beach. Pan the beach. Let them see what we've been enjoying.
I'll put it on you.
Hi, friends.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Renata and I are here in Bali, and it's almost hard to imagine that we made our dreams come true. We've been traveling for the past year and 5 months, and we have done and seen so much with our kids.
Yeah, it's been an experience of a lifetime. We've enjoyed every minute of it.
We've struggled with some of our experiences. It has been a full gamut of... I've got you, Renata.
Okay, I can't see myself.
I totally have you. We have enjoyed our travels so much, and just that little interchange right there, even though it looks like we're getting on each other,
It's gotten better, I think. If you go back to like our first video, I think you can tell that we've actually grown closer. I hope.
oh, we have.
I mean, I hope it's visible because we know that's happened.
One of the things that I've learned since being on our travels is how much a mother does for her children, and in particular how much Renata does for her children.
Thank you.
I've taken on more responsibilities in the past 5 months, and over the course of the whole year in 5 months, but especially this past 5 months, homeschooling the kids, making sure that the kids are put down to bed, gotten up in the morning, they're fed, entertained, taken here and there and thither and hither. What Renata does, and what by extension all mothers do, is so underappreciated by men, by me. That is one of the primary lessons I'm going to be taking away from our travels. And funny thing is, it has really not much to do with traveling, just that I created this time to do it.
We just had this opportunity to be together all the time.
Yeah. But we left in February last year and we came to Bali for a month.
And that wasn't super fun for me last year. I had a lot of expectations of what my time here in Bali was supposed to be like, and I left with a slightly sour taste in my mouth.
Then we went on to
Singapore.
Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, Australia, Japan. We went back to the States. We went to South America, Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, Peru, Uruguay, Mexico. Went back to the States.
Wonderful.
And then we've been in Bali for the past 5 months. What would you say has been one of the travel highlights of our trip, Renata?
Oh my goodness. I am always horrible with this question because I can't choose one highlight. I have so many different highlights. Living here in Bali for the last 5 months, definitely a highlight. I've been able to change and transform into a different person. Going to Japan, I've always wanted to go to Japan. Unforgettable. Malaysia, meeting the Zakaria family in Malaysia and becoming great friends with them, priceless. We love them, and we'll always have family in Malaysia.
You know, to extend on those thoughts, 2 more highlights I can think of was Iguazu Falls in Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina, right there on the
Machu Picchu.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to say the
two.
Outback.
I was going to say 2, and that was my other one. Machu Picchu and hiking, going up to the citadel itself, and then hiking to the very top of Machu Picchu mountain. Oh, so many memories, so many experiences, and our kids got to do it all with us.
Yeah.
And we did it without having a job, without having a lot of possessions, just living out of a few suitcases.
Living life reduced.
Living life reduced. But you know what, Renata?
What?
All good things
Come to an end.
come to an end. And this is one of the main reasons why we're making this little video, to tell you that this phase of our life, traveling full time, is done. We're going to,
For now. I'm still holding hope.
Well, this phase, yeah, it's just a phase.
But yes, this phase right now.
This phase is done. Who knows what the next phase will bring, but the next phase is going to be starting for you next week, and I'll be in Bali with Isaac for another month, so our entire family's next phase starts in July.
Yeah. Back in the United States. Oh!
Hey people, do you like the metaphor that I'm creating with the sunset in the background? This is kind of like a sunset on this phase of our lives.
I'm gonna miss this.
We set out with the idea in mind to travel for 6 months and then a year, and then somewhere along the way last year we thought, let's travel even longer than a year. I really thought that we would travel for 2, 3, 4 years. I thought we could do it. And
here we are.
Here we are, going back. And how do I feel about it? How do you feel about it? It happened sort of all of a sudden to end this phase and go back to the States and work and put our kids in school and get them hooked up and to go on to the next phase.
Yeah, there are a lot of mixed feelings. I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. I was looking forward to the now, what was going on here in Bali. And I think that I really wanted something, but I wasn't really noticing, or I was denying the fact that my children wanted something different. And it was really hard for me because I'm used to making sure that life is comfortable for them. And it hasn't been for a little bit. So I felt a little bit of a failure for 2 reasons. One, because I could see that they were struggling, and 2, because I wanted to keep going, but now we're going back, and I really, really wanted to keep this sort of lifestyle. Do you feel like that?
It's a pure joy to imagine what's over the next rise on the road of travel.
Yeah.
What new place are we going to discover? What new people are we going to meet, interact with, become friends with? What new system of transportation and architecture and cultural experience are we going to have in the next country we visit? I was looking forward to that for years. And that was my mindset. The decision to go back has kind of come quickly, but it's come decidedly. I know that it's the right decision, and for the main reasons that we talked about, kids and income.
At the end of the day,
I've really been sunk sometimes thinking about it. However, I also have excitement.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we set out to be stronger as a family, to spend time together. There were lots of ups and downs in our regular life before, and we wanted to see if we could quiet our minds, quiet our lives, and enjoy it more. And that has definitely happened. And I think I have a little bit of fear that we will go back to life the way it was.
Oh yeah.
Are you worried about that?
And that segues into precisely why I'm kind of excited. Fearful of going back to that same lifestyle, but also excited to have this opportunity
to prove yourself,
to recreate our life in the United States with a relatively blank slate. Yeah. Like, we have so little. We gave away or sold most of our stuff. We just have suitcases of stuff now. We own no house, no cars. We have no jobs. What are we going to do when we return to the States to build up this next phase that's a lot better, a lot more amenable to what we like as a family in the States?
It's a challenging time again. It's another challenge. That's what it is. This time to go home and to redesign our lives back in the States is a new challenge. And I think that's what we enjoyed traveling, was the challenge of every place that we went to. How is it going to be? The unknown.
In other words, we started out selling the clinic, selling our house, trying to reduce our lives, life reduced. It led to travel, and we've been living with not many things, not much stuff.
Yeah.
And now we're going back to the States, but the same theme continues.
The same theme, life reduced.
Life reduced, less stuff, less responsibilities, tugging on our time that we don't need or want, and trying to build something that is more to the heart of who we are.
Yeah. And it will be a challenge, we know that. And we're kind of excited to tackle this new challenge and hope to document it so that you guys can see it, hopefully get inspired to do the same or to do something similar. Of course not the same, because everyone is unique and we want to see people do things that work for them. And so we're very excited to share what we are going to be doing next, which, by the way, is slightly unknown to ourselves. We're still brainstorming and trying to decide what that is.
So life reduced going forward, in our next phase, what does it entail?
Oh, so much.
As Renata just said before, we're not exactly sure, but generally speaking, it's us documenting how we're building up our new life in the United States. In what state are we going to?
We're going to be living in Utah.
You know, what kind of jobs do we take and incomes do we create so that we can have more flexibility in our lives?
Do we need Mac mansions like Utah's famous for?
Or in other words, what kind of house do we buy?
Yeah.
Or rent?
I don't
or
want
what
that.
kind of cars do we acquire and what's the cost? And you know, how much stuff, how many clothes, how many shoes do we own? And what activities are we choosing to do? How are we making a life reduced life?
Intentionally.
From scratch.
Yeah, and from scratch.
From scratch. How many times do we have this opportunity in our life to redo it? Especially in the middle of our lives.
Yeah. Mr. 49.
39.
Right. Slow. Okay, it's under 25.
No, I need it to be under 23. We come here 2 or 3 times a week for pizza, and I thought this was the right place to order our last meal together. Renata, the girls, they're going home, starting their journey, going to the airport in an hour and a half. And I really have mixed feelings about this. It's so sad. Think about the end of our travels, what we worked so hard to set up and what we've had such a fantastic time doing, and now it's coming to an end.
No, it's Marguerite.
It's Marguerite.
Really?
Has a little bit of basil.
No. Oh, right. It has basil.
Can you believe that we've been here for
10 years.
5 months in Bali? And now?
I can.
I'm believing it.
No, can you believe that it's all coming to an end right now? It was our last supper together.
1.5? We've been here for half a year?
We've been in Bali for 5 months, but we've been traveling for almost a year and a half, and now this is the last day we're doing it. We're going home.
At first I felt really, really happy that I was leaving to Utah. But now I actually feel partly sadder because I won't be able to see you for a little bit, and I really don't want to just be with Mom. I want to be with you and Mom.
Isaac, how do you feel? Well, we're
Mom's-
kind of as together as a family. You're right. We have another month, but how do you feel about that?
This is like a mom vacation, but for sons and away from their sisters. It's
A
good.
momcation for
It's
sons.
a-
excited.
Why are you excited to be in Utah?
So I can see the cousins, and I can go to school instead of being cooped up in a tiny house.
We're gonna set Bella free.
You will be free, Bella.
Don't put it.
I am
On a chair.
sad that we are coming to an end. That this trip has been amazing and it's coming to an end. But I've been around the world a few times to know that we'll be just fine.
You and I are gonna be here for another month in Bali. Our travels aren't concluding. It's just gonna be you and me on a father-son-cation.
I think I did some math on the scooter, and I get more attention by being just with you than with you and Mom and the girls all.
You're gonna get lots of attention. Movies, back rubs.
Minecraft on the computer.
No, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I was recording a little bit at La Caseta, and I have mixed feelings. Mixed feelings. I can't believe that it's actually ending. I think I haven't really dealt with the conclusion, like it's actually happening right now, before, and it's hitting me hard. I did not intend to ever stop traveling. I didn't intend for this phase to ever be over.
Me neither.
It's okay that it is. We're gonna have another phase. I intend to make that happen, as you do too. But I was not expecting this. Well, we'll just take more trips, you and I by ourselves, Renata.
Actually, I was thinking that, Mike.
We need root beer.
It's been lovely traveling with our children, but it's lovelier traveling just you and I.
That's true.
And I'm excited to just have these trips again where it's just you and I and we get to do what we like to do and we don't have to worry about kids not wanting to come, kids bored, kids just want to be on the iPad, just want to play Fortnite, I just want to draw.
Mom, you just make stuff up. Mom,
I'm not making stuff up. That's exactly how you guys are.
That's not how
I don't want to go surfing.
What are you drawing?
I'm just like, I just want to be here and watch
Mom,
Avengers.
You're just making stuff up.
Zara's sad that she's separating from me. Hauling stuff out there. Me and Isaac. Come on, Isaac. Come on, Isaac. Get some stuff.
Let's
Here we
get
go.
this stuff, baby.
Got a little videographer, Zara.
I guess. They're taking the stuff out to the taxi. And I am videoing.
Trying to make all the luggage fit.
Okay. Oh,
Hey, Zara. Thanks for filming.
you're welcome.
Here's the bag, Dad.
Bye.
Bye.
What hug? There always used to be a hug.
Always be a hug.
this way. Turn, and have Zara in the picture. There we go. So beautiful.
So we just said goodbye to the girls, and it's you and I, but it's so sad that they're not here.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Oh, put the tear back. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Next 5 weeks, just me and Isaac.
Do you want to go to the movies tonight?
I think we will. Let's do
Yeah.
it. All right.
Gosh, I don't like to
Rise
think.
on a new phase.
Yes, I like that. Okay. I like that for sure because the idea of the sunset and the end, I can't have that. I cannot accept that. But I like that. The sun rises the next day. And we'll have another phase. And I'm still hopeful that we will do full-time travel again.